Well, honey, what can I say? It's been a really, really rough, heavy day. So there's a lot going on, dear. I found out things today I could have slashed my wrist over. There's an organisation here that undercut us. They got friends in high places, and the grant that we were getting, they were the people behind us not getting the grant in the end. Justin got a phone call last night and they gave him all the details, and it's like, when you start to grow big, people come after you. And Misha's starting to grow big, and you wouldn't be surprised how much stuff is being, crapped along. Thanks for sending that $500. I've sat down with Misha. We had a long talk, and she's doing the best she can and all that, but the past month has really caught her out. She got caught out because she moved into a different unit so they could work on the other unit, but she needed to change the air conditioning over because she couldn't stay in here. And by the time she changed it over here and changed it back, that was 19,000 baht. Then she's been down to Bangkok twice in a month, so that's cost her more money. And there's all these different things that have really drained her. And now she's just had to come up with the licensing for the car and all that sort of stuff. And she was just, and now Yara's sick, so she was just about had it. But anyway, have no fear. The short little fat guy's here, and he's going to stir a few pots and see what we can have happen. And other things are happening all right. The 3 emergency centres are going ahead. They've all been cleaned out. They've all been re-cemented inside, and it's looking quite good. I said to Misha, what happens if we get to a certain point? And she said, look, I'll close everything down and I'll just stay in the house and I'll run everything from the house. So, she doesn't see she has an option to leave because of Yara. And she said, look, I can stay in one house. That's it. Anyway, we'll see how it goes. She spent all her money that she was getting from, what's the name? Anyway, Amber. So, she's used that to cover a lot of expenses that, But as I said to her, you're a big girl, and eventually big girls have to make big decisions. But this is how shitty things are. The UN have given us money to do this translating, and we were going to do it with this other group who normally do it, but they had no money, but they've got all the expertise. And now it's just come up that they've got money and they're running their own translating thing. They're the same ones that got us booted out of the money we were getting. But the UN is still going to go with us. And then we found out that they held a special meeting and we didn't get invited to it. Neither did the UN people get invited to it, who provide a lot of the money. So there's a lot of political stuff going on here. So it's going to be interesting because they've just had the elections, and the guy who's won is a real little go-getter. And he says, look, we're getting rid of some of this corruption and garbage that's causing problems, and so we'll see how it goes. I got a letter from Bob, Big Bad Bob. No, he's not Big Bad Bob. I hear he's been in hospital and he's going into respite for 5 days. I think that's a good thing. He's got problems with his legs, and that's why he keeps falling down. So I don't know what the respite's going to do or anything like that. But anyway, we'll see how things go. Have you had the forms out for the election yet? And what we're going to be, voting on? Should be very interesting, little honey bunny. So anyway, so that's what's happening at the moment, dear. So we're going to see what happens and do the best we can, and what happens, happens, and what doesn't. So I've got to admit, I've used a bit of my money to help her work out the unit that she was in, because she had to have the air conditioning and the fan and that going all the time. She ended up with a 3,500 baht bill, which nearly gave everybody a heart attack, because normally it's about 500 baht. So anyway, I just paid it and said, she said, look, I'll try and pay you back. I said, I don't want you to pay me back. And there's a couple of other things. I said, I don't want money back. I just want you to be all right. I want you to be safe. I want you to, I can't help it. It's me and you together, I tell you. Oh, God, am I looking forward to coming home. I'm enjoying what I'm doing here, but I just need my wife. I really need my wife. I need my bed. If I showed you what this bed looked like, you'd have a heart attack. Okay then. I love you heaps. See you later. Bye.